you've all gotten a black eye recently because of some personnel changes. How does that factor into what the plan is for the police force?
Well, I spoke about it in the press. Prime Minister would have addressed it briefly as well. This is nothing new that we're doing. We're just moving to bring some order to the service. Let's think beyond the police and personalities. I had an opportunity to meet with these men who I know personally, and would have had what I thought to be a very, very constructive, very positive meeting. A number of them had in excess of a year's leave, some closer to 2 years leave, and then we had a few whose leave actually leads right into retirement. And but this is a problem not only we face in the police force or the defense force or the correction service. This is a problem throughout the service, and what we're seeking to do as a government is to bring the service back in line with the rules and regulations of the service. There is nothing sinister to it, and that was expressed. And so, it's interesting sometimes how others can take something that it's relatively normal and make a news story out of it.
You had a manpower audit of the police force?
Yes, that's correct.
Would that have something to do with
well, of course.
these
I mean,
decisions?
the manpower audit, one of the things that we said as a government prior to coming into office is that we would initiate a manpower audit for the Royal Bahamas Police Force. But now we're going beyond that. We're looking at the Defense Force as well as the Correction Service. And the manpower audit was in excess of its evidence base, in excess of 300 pages. And there were some revelations in that audit as well, that as it relates to the police force, it was top heavy. And so transition is something that is normal in any agency, in any organization. At some point, I mean, it was happening before we came to power, and it will continue to happen. We have to move to a place in this country where we bring our service in line with the rules and regulations that were articulated in the past and that we continue to bring to the fore. And so, because it's important for the smooth running of any agency and any organizations. This is what the private sector do every day. And so what we're seeking to do is we're seeking to bring our agencies in line with where they ought to be, as a matter of fact.
About how many policemen do you have? And do you have enough of them to be on the streets, especially of New Providence, since that's where most of the crimes occur?
Well, currently we have some 2,600 officers, serving officers in the force. No, based on the audit, we're short some 700 plus
you can find
constables. Well, I'm certain that they're out there. We're taking efforts, however, to improve our recruitment strategy, because that is certainly has been a problem. We're cleaning that up to ensure that we recruit the brightest and the best, because at the end of the day, we're looking for an agency and agencies in this respect that will service the people of this country with respect, with honor, and with pride. This is very important.
Yeah.